We're going to do the best that we can and the most that we can to get you in housing. And when they're able to move into that unit, touchdown, it's the success. That's the success.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
How would you characterize the situation for TMHA now, and you've seen in 26 years how it compares?
Well, clearly it's a different market now. When I started, while we were still in the cusp of having companies sort of flatten, we hadn't fully lost things like GM, Packard and such when I began, and they're gone now. And so it's a whole different marketplace now. And what people need to understand is it's sort of counterintuitive to what one would think. You would normally have a stronger need for public housing when employment is at its highest level. And with it being what it is now, we've had to go through a process of right sizing. We've done a number of demolitions of some of our housing stock, while at the same time we've actually increased the number of vouchers we've had slightly as well, so that people can utilize some of the private housing that's out there. But we've just been trying to get to a stabilized position as it relates to the housing needs of the clientele that we serve. Many of our folks move, they're seeking work, I always jokingly told my counterpart in Columbus, you need to kick me back some money here because all my clients are going to you and you're housing them now because they're going to Columbus and further south to look for jobs and such. So, that's really the big difference now. But overall, we're at a stabilized level as it relates to our housing here. I think one of the things we need to continue to do is to modernize the housing that we have, and continue to just basically do the good work we believe we do. We're successful once all of that is done, that we've done our background checks, because we have to do background checks with everyone. Everyone has to make sure that they're able to do things like turn on their utilities. And let me tell you, that more than anything else is a reason why people don't qualify for our housing, is because they're not able to turn the utilities on in their names. We don't, in some of our properties we cover the utilities, but the majority of our properties, individuals and families, you have to turn your utilities on under your own name.
And they have pending balances or something?
Exactly.
Outstanding balances.
Yeah, and that more than anything, it's not even so much criminal background. That's the biggest barrier. And so we work with them to work with agencies in those instances as well to help them get that taken care of, get that cleaned up, because we will work with you and we will work to the nth degree because we're housers. That's what we do, and that's what our mission is. And so we're going to do the best that we can and the most that we can to get you in housing. And when they're able to move into that unit, touchdown, it's the success. That's the success. That's the success. And you know what's even more successful? When they've gotten on their feet and they move out into the home that they bought, an even bigger success. That happens more than people realize.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.